everyone. Wow, it is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Sorry about my terrible voice, okay? I have to apologize every time. I know I said yesterday I was not going to apologize, but here I am apologizing. But of course, the title is a very interesting title. I have to apologize every time. I know I said yesterday I was not going to apologize, but okay, I'll try and speak more better, but of course. Uh, Do not apologize to the social justice warrior mob. You may be thinking, come on, really? I know this well. Some people need to be told 100 times. Okay, now what do we have over here? Ascendant Star Spangled Squadron artist Jinky Coronado. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your surname. Responds to critics of artwork who say real women don't look like that. If you don't know, there is this comic book coming out, and it's called Ascendant Star Spangled Squadron. Now, I have checked it out. I never purchased it because I can't afford that right now. I am currently saving up for the collector's edition of Sunbreak, so I don't want to spend all my money. I would love to support this, but then again, I don't have that much money to spend. I'm just saving up for myself currently, but it does seem like a really good comic. If you are interested, they do have a GoFundMe page. No, not GoFundMe. My bad. A Indiegogo. They have an Indiegogo page. We can check out. You can check it out if you want to. Now, what is this? What is this hoopla about? Well, I'll tell you. Hold on. Let me just. There we go. You want to support them? If you want to support them, here we go. Here we go. If you want to support them, obviously. Uh, but anyways, um, yeah, I think it's good that people are making comics. Good people are making comics. That's good. So here we go. Ascendant Star Spangled Squadron. Okay, if you want to check it out, you can. Uh, okay, it's on Indiegogo. So if you want to support it, go ahead and support it. It's really good. The art style is really good. The art style is really good. So, that's a good thing. Ascendant Star Spangled artist Jinky. I can't say a surname, I'm sorry. Variant cover for the upcoming crowd-funded graphic novel, as well as an ashcan focus on the characters. Oh, recently explained how she would respond to critics of her art who say women don't look like that. Now, basically, I think she's talking about this character, and holy smokes, does she look hot? She looks so hot, okay? And you may be thinking, okay, what's the problem? There's nothing wrong with this character. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't see an issue as well. But of course, social justice warriors always see issues with stuff like this, even though they praise women if they dress up like this in real life. But all of a sudden, when it's drawing, it's a cartoon, it's an anime or something like that, they always complain. As you can see, you have the nice ass, very round, very circular, I must say. And, SJWs, they can't stand that. They can't stand when there's a hot woman or hot woman in comics or in any form of make believe media, because once again, this is not real. It's just a drawing. And of course, these people get angry at that. So yeah. But of course, uh, okay. The book's creator, Alexandra Macris, revealed what the book's about. Okay. It's day zero for Ascendant Universe, and readers will witness the first ascension of the modern era. Okay. Now, as in, we have another hot drawing, very spicy drawing, as Jeremy from The Quartering would put it, spicy, as you can see, it's pretty spicy. Look at that face, very strong face, very strong lips, strong nose. She knows what she's doing. She even has some claws over it. Okay. On the top Jinky addressing critics, she also provided details on what the comic book scene looks like in the Philippines, how she got involved in the comic, and if she had to understand with what a superpower would be. Mm, okay, so dang, she looks hot. Okay, Jinky says, I'm from Ilio, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, Philippines, where I read all the local comics published there. Anthology series. I even bought comics and made a little business of renting them out to people. I love comics. 22 years ago, I attended a free creating comics seminar in Manila. David Campbell of Glasshouse Graphics was a teacher. I I attended up I I attended up learning a lot. Went to every seminar he taught and even married the guy. Dang, 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 dang. Wow, wow. That's all. You know, after I moved to the USA, I focused on creating a comic book sort of based on my life. Banzai Girl. This is having another collection of my work released this year. Okay, that is having. Okay, I can't read. Besides 2 decades of Banzai Girl on and off, I've drawn covers for Archie and for Zenoscope, several volumes of Avalon High, with best-selling author Meg Cap, some Dark Hunters stuff for Sherilyn Kenyon. I can't pronounce this name. Sorry, I'm so sorry. A bunch of exposure stories in the vein of the X-Files, some Markiplier stories for the YouTube star, a supernatural romance series called Pandora's Blogs, and now some work on Ascendant. There's more, but that's a good start. What's your drawing process? Okay, she talks about that. Okay. You have a reputation for drawing very sexy characters. Pin-up style comic art has become controversial in recent years. Have you had to tame it down lately? Which publishers still embrace your style? If someone had a problem with a pretty girl drawing pretty girls, it's indeed their problem. There we go. Done. 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 That's all you have to say. That's literally all you have to say. That's all you have to say, okay? If you want to make a comic or whatever, uh, and you draw a pretty woman, a pretty girl, and people call you out on that, say that's their own problem, because think about it, they are the one causing it. You have no issue with drawing such a thing, so why on earth is it offensive? It's only offensive to them, not you. Exactly. Tell them what it is. It's indeed their problem, not mine. If they don't like it, they're not my audience, so I can move on something more suited their likes. So they can move to something. I'm sorry I can't read properly. So they can move on to something more suiting their likes. I don't like sandwiches much, but I can stop other people from eating sandwiches. I won a bunch of beauty pageants before getting married and was a caliber model for FHM lingerie model after getting married. So obviously I have no problem with sexy stuff. Understand too, that I can work in several styles. I can draw a cartoon style, I can do a sexy style. Looks sort of like Dean Yeagle mixed with J. Scott Campbell. I have a clean, pretty real style with such exaggeration, so it's never a matter of taming anything down. It's delivering a style that editors hire me to draw. Avalon I look nothing like exposure. Archie stuff don't look like Pandora's blogs. Okay, that's interesting. So, okay, Archie, is that the actual Archie comics? Like, the Archie? That's good, you know. I remember when I was a kid, I read some of my sister's Archie comics. They were pretty good, you know. I don't know if we still have those comics, cause we only had like a few. Once again, it wasn't really mine, but I used to read it. It's pretty good. Uh, my fans love it. Launched a Kickstarter for Banzai Girl last month that reached funding goal in 17 minutes. Dang, That's very good. How would you reply to someone who criticizes your illustrations by saying real women don't look like that? Okay. Now this is pretty interesting as well because for years, if you're not part of the geek stuff, let me explain. For years, video games, comic books, and just certain types of artwork online, they've all been ridiculed if they have a hot character. So if you draw a hot woman, if you draw a hot woman like this woman, if you draw her like that, people are going to criticize you. And the people criticizing you are always those who are totally fine with real women dressing like that. They have no problems with real women dressing like that. But all of a sudden, when you draw a character like this, it's a problem for them, and I don't get why double standards. But anyways, let's read. Uh, okay. Wait, where is it? Okay, it's a two-level answer. First, have they ever watched a beauty pageant? Checked out the woman on Instagram. Real women do look like that. That's the truth. That's the truth. And yes, these people do look at Instagram. These people do see all these hot real women and they like their pictures. Second, we're not drawing average women, we're drawing make believe. Characters who fly, people with powers, or from other dimensions and other worlds. They can accept people shooting power beams off their fingers, but if those people have long fingernails or can run on high heels, that's crossed the line. I have long fingernails and I can run on high heels, by the way. So basically, what you're trying to say is that, you know, uh, you know, they can accept people doing unrealistic things like flying or freaking shooting power beams out of their fingers. Uh, but all of a sudden, if they have like long fingernails or can run in high heels, that's a problem. Oh, they crossed the line, and that's the truth as well. You know, people can accept the unreal aspects of it, but immediately when you draw a hot character, make them hot, make the character very hot, especially the woman characters, because no one complains about the male characters. No one complains about the male characters being sexualized all the time. But anyways, yes, real women do look like that. In fact, even men can look like that. Okay, I've been showing a lot of you transgender pictures for the past few years. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. A lot of men, biological men, will look like this. Can look like this. Okay, so at the end of the day, even those people who complain about these drawings, they're totally fine with someone like me looking like this. Okay, I can look like this, like this, and no one will have a problem. You know, they'll call me like all these good names, but once you draw a character like this, it's immediately offensive. It's so sad, honestly. Um, so yes, I still don't get why they're totally fine with real life people looking like that, but all of a sudden, fictional characters are not allowed to look like that. Okay. Uh, so yes, a lot of people out there who are anti hot characters can really expect the unrealism of comics. Basically, I mean, this is unreal all, but still, powers as well is unreal. Anyways, I think that's basically it. If you want to read the full article, it's on Bounding to Comics. You can check it out. But anyways, it's time to on to the next comic. I mean, the next article. Still, holy moly. Uh, it is really sad how this happens. A lot of people will accuse you of sexism or unrealism, but they're totally fine with people literally looking like that. Okay, I think that's all the articles I should read. There's not much for me to read, actually. Like, I don't care about West Side Story. I don't care about Batman. I don't care. I don't care about Harry Potter, to be fair. I know a lot of people are pissed off at that, but I don't care. Now, Bethesda shares second uh, Starfield developer diary. most of NPC conversations feel like you're interacting with real because they were designed from real people. Okay, okay. Simple. Anyways, anyways, that's not much to read actually. Like, oh, by the way, breaking news: Godzilla vs Kong sequel in development. I loved Godzilla vs Kong. It was pretty good. A lot of people did like it. I watched it on the cinemas in 3D. It was amazing. It was fantastic. Okay, it's fantastic. So obviously making a sequel. I don't know if they have enough story to make a sequel, but let's be fair. They're just making crap up as they go along. Anyways, I need to drink some water. I'm very thirsty. Okay. I have a problem. Okay, back. So I have a problem when it comes to, uh, as I said, SJWs complaining about these comic book characters or these hot characters, hot drawings basically. But all of a sudden, they'll be totally fine if you dressed up, how these characters are dressed up. It's totally fine. You can show the biggest ass in the world, no one would complain. But if you show a character like that, then they'll complain. I don't get what the problem is. It's such a big issue when it comes to artwork these days. It's kind of crazy how the same SJWs who would attack you for drawing hot characters now. It's kind of sad how back in the day, if this was the 2000s, they would be cheering this on. They would be cheering this comic book. They would be cheering that comic book, praising it, calling it good things. Things would have been so different. It's kind of crazy how things changed within the past, like, decade. Like, once 2015 hit, a lot of woke stuff just popped up. Okay. Anything else to find out on? Anything else to search on? I'm not really in the mood for ranting. I'm not really in the mood for ranting, let's be real. I'm not in the mood for ranting. But of course, let's check out my YouTube studio. I keep losing subscribers. I don't know what the problem is. How do I keep my subscribers in? Because every time I gain like 6 or 7, and then I lose 6 or 7. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get why YouTube keeps taking my subscribers away. I don't get it. Let's just see if it's people actually unsubscribing or YouTube taking them out. Because it can be both. It can be some people unsubscribing. It can be, you know, also YouTube unsubscribing people from me, which could be the problem because there's no way in hell people are going to be all unsubscribing from me immediately. It doesn't work that way. I kind of doubt it's not gonna work that way unless I did something so terrible and they know about that. Let's just say I made a very terrible video and people don't like it, they'll unsubscribe. But I doubt like 6 or 7 people are unsubscribing from me every because like this is like third or fourth time now I've lost subscribers. Okay, third or four subscribers, then I'll lose 5, then I'll lose 6, 7, 8. I keep going backwards. And a couple days later, I gain like 5 or 6, and then I lose that 5 or 6. I don't get what YouTube is doing. I don't know if I can even gain more. I'll try and see subscribers because, I don't know, obviously I can see what will. But anyways, just been freaking low my goody two shoes. Last time the video, long time video. Actually was possibly the big maybe it's able the way question thinking about making physical copies of books and my copies with limited editions because I don't want to make my physical copies but current copies are cool. It's better to print off them out. It's very. Uh okay. uh, okay, what do we have? I can't do this right now. I'm live streaming. I can't do this like right now. To continue your session, complete a brief verification. What happened? Did I get reported or something? I'm still live. This is the first time I'm seeing this, by the way. What does this mean? I can't enter it right now because then I have to enter my email or something like that. So I don't want to do that. But yeah, it is me. How is it not me? Okay.